All right, hello. Is the energy that you can embody for this full moon in order to feel liberated from your situation or able to really embrace the changes and the things that are happening in this full moon so that we can be more freely choosing and more easily flowing and all those good things. My name is Kate and I'm Indigo Instinct on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Love to hear your feedback, and I do personal readings. If you would like, just send me a message. So, general energy, shadow energy, and I'm going to leave our pathway covered for now. Mountains for the general energy up top here. This full moon's going to really make you feel like you want to move around and you really are trying to shift to get things organized, or maybe you feel like you need to move things quickly, or there's a sense of time running out, maybe because the seasons there's that kind of premonition of change with our shift from August into September, and maybe it feels like you've got to get something done before a certain date. And the Mountain card is just reassuring you that you need to just stand your ground where you are. So maybe that is in a situation that you're in and you need to just stand your ground with your belief and your feelings, or maybe it's about being honest with yourself and not allowing yourself to be pulled in one direction or another, especially when you speak to convincing friends or helpful people who want to give you advice. The Mountains are asking you to stay strong and stay focused and committed to where you are right now. So for the movers out there, you don't need to go anywhere just yet. Just stay committed and stay centered. And for the people who are feeling like this is more of an emotional moving, just come back to yourself. Remind yourself of what feels true in your gut and in your heart, but mostly in your gut. That's really what's going to tell you what's going on. And just stay in that center zone, stay in that grounded state. Our shadow energy down here is our Lord. So underneath there it says take charge with authority, but a lot of this is coming through, the guides are just sending me a message through right now that this is a big moment for you in your bravery and in your courage. So is there I keep getting the word honesty. Is there some sort of honesty that you have got to come clean with or come through with for another person and to really lay everything out on the table? Is there something that is a situation at hand that you've kind of been holding back in putting in your full 2 cents? You're only putting in 1 cent. I just got stung by a bug. Are you only putting in your 1 cent about this situation? The Lord comes through to ask you to step forwards and to be brave and courageous and to take charge of your situation. when he comes through as the shadow as well, you could be allowing your pride to get in the way a little bit. You know, maybe you're turning a blind eye to something, or you're pretending that something isn't there, or it's not pressing on you like it really is, because you're letting that pride and that sort of lordly kind of, I'm strong, I have this, I look good, I look together, I have this under control. Maybe you're letting that sort of persona or this desire to get in the way of what's really going on. So be aware of your pride for this full moon phase, and remember that being courageous doesn't always look perfect. You know, sometimes it's the messy choice, or sometimes it's the difficult choice or the unglamorous choice, but summon that inner, not righteousness, but that inner sort of holiness that you have as a sentient being, and move forwards from a place of integrity. And then for our pathway read, yeah, we've got our hermit up top, our retreat and recharge in our block, and our peacekeeper as our way through. So I know that the energies are feeling really strong right now. I know that full moons tend to be more intense than new moons for some people, especially for myself. And this desire to hide and this desire to retreat from everything right now is coming up to be a little bit, it's coming up in the forefront. It's coming up as a strong sort of energy. You know, everything is changing around you, and maybe people are noticing you in a way that you haven't felt before, or you're gathering attention, or maybe you have a situation where you need to be seen and you need to allow yourself to be seen. And this desire to, I feel tired and I feel like I need to just retreat and I need to step back, that could feel really strong right now and really tempting. But when it comes up, when the hermit comes up as your block, it's more of a signal of, be aware of how you're cutting yourself off from the people that care about you, and be aware of how you could be cutting yourself off from the experiences that you're having. If you're trying to retreat all the time and you're trying to hide away, you could be missing some really, really valuable spiritual and personal lessons in your life, but you're trying to hide away with a book or pull away from the people or the energy of it all. And you could actually be missing some really important lessons or some really important opportunities. So for all of those who feel really burnt out or feel kind of over it, maybe you're working a busy summer job, or maybe you just have been hoping a situation that would change and it hasn't. Just be mindful of the fact that it can feel challenging to be around those who care about you, but sometimes doing that opposite action, you know, when we want to retreat, we actually go and put ourselves into the middle of it. That can give us the closure and the understanding and even the boost of energy that we need sometimes to help that situation feel a bit more whole. And then our beautiful, beautiful peacekeeper down here for our pathway. She is just the messenger of letting go. Stop trying to change the outcome. Stop trying to control the outcome. I'm seeing from the channels here a little bit that people are trying to put a little bit of a picture or an idea on the future. You know, we're trying to mold our futures a little bit right now. The peacekeeper is just asking us to just let go, and even if that's letting go of the concepts that we have created in our mind. Oh, this isn't going to work, or oh, this is going to be a certain way. You know, those are stories that we're telling ourselves in our mind. And when we get the peacekeeper as our pathway, she's just asking you to burn some sacred herbs, clear that space of yours, clear your energetic body, and let go of what you believe to be true or untrue right now. I've pulled this card a couple of times in the past few days, and it's just about being in a situation where you really feel like your opinion needs to be heard and your perspective really needs to be heard. And the peacekeeper just asks you to lay it down and let it go, because it's going to be a lot easier to move through the situation and to flow through the situation with less resistance if we're not trying to control the outcome, or we're trying to plaster something so it fits our expectations. So I know that both of those, the pathway read this week or this phase, can feel really challenging because it's a bit of opposites of what we want to be doing. We really have to let go when the full moon energies are already making us feel like we have a lot of stuff moving under our feet, or a lot of stuff to organize as well. With Virgo sun right now, it can feel like I've got to get this in order and I've got to get this done, and just feels like there's a lot of moving parts. But resist that urge to retreat and pull back. Use your friends, use your resources, use your people, and just the best that you can. Allow yourself to be surprised with the outcome, and allow yourself to be surprised with how things might move forwards, because when you allow the concept of your expectations to be gone, things could turn out actually better than you had anticipated. So you need to allow the space for that to happen and let the world surprise you. Let your universe surprise you. That is all I have for y'all today, for you folks today. I hope this helps, and I hope you have a great full moon, and I hope you feel like you can see some things come to fruition and to let go of some things at the same time. Until next time.